Hello, everybody. My name is Roy Johnson, and excuse me. This is the start of my Pokemon Let's Play, so I decided to show you just how much of a devoted fan I was slash frick weirdo I was, weirdo obsessed with Pokemon I was during my early childhood, because this is all stuff I got during when I was really young. I was really into Pokemon during that time. And so, I just wanted to explain how much this Let's Play means to me by showing you all my Pokemon stuff that I could find at the moment. Trust me, there was much more of this stuff than this bunch of shit shows. It's just, like, I couldn't find some of it. And I'll explain some of that as I go along. So, let's just begin with the games. Pokemon is a gaming franchise, so let's start with the games, okay? Okay, so this is all my DS games that I have, that I own. So basically I have a Nintendo DS, and this was definitely during the time where my interest in Pokemon bloomed, especially with these two games, Pokemon Pearl and Pokemon Diamond. No, Diamond and Pearl, that sounds better. Now, a lot of people aren't a big fan of Generation 4, but honestly, I think this one is probably one of my favorite generations. Especially, this was during the peak of my Pokemon interest, and this game was definitely, this one in particular is my favorite Pokemon game of all time. I know that's kind of a controversial opinion, but, you know. And you see the covers are sort of glistening. It's really nice. I got this for, I don't know, something to do with church. It was like a confirmation thing. These were my confirmation presents, because I was so obsessed with Pokemon. It glistens, if you can see. Like, everything has sort of a memory to it. And now let's go on to this one. One of the things they did for Generation 4 was remake the Johto games. So, yeah, this is Soul Silver. I do not have Heart Gold, I just have Soul Silver. And this is the shiny little box that they brought it in. You can see it glisten. And, you know, the Pokewalker. I had the Pokewalker, I just lost it. And it's not really a great thing anyway, so just ignore that. I haven't played this game yet. My brother has played this game a bit, but I should probably play this game. It's pretty good. Yeah. Now we come to the two spin-off games. Mystery Dungeon. I have a bunch of these Mystery Dungeon games. They're not as good as the original Pokemon games, but they're an interesting sort of RPG thing. And I do have a lot of memories with them. This is Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team, and this is Pokemon Ranger. Not the biggest fan of this, but I do like sort of the interesting gameplay. It doesn't beat the original Pokemon, but these are both interesting spin-off games, so yeah, there's that. Now we get into the Game Boy games. So yeah, here's the Game Boy games that I had. This is when I started getting into Pokemon, so I just gotta open these cases. Yeah, I put my Game Boy games in these weird little cases. So let's begin with probably the first games. The first game I ever bought, the first Pokemon game I ever bought. I don't know if you can see this. It's Pokemon Fire Red version. There we go. Focus. Fire Red version. This is the first ever Pokemon game I ever owned, and this definitely has a lot of memories for me. I remember my first Pokemon experience, which I will get into in a moment. But as soon as I was introduced to Pokemon and was interested, I bought this game for my Game Boy Advance, and it's been a favorite of mine ever since, which is why I'm playing the opposite game of it, which is, here we go. Leaf Green. Fucking focus. Come on. Focus. There we go. Leaf Green, which is the one I'll be playing today, because I don't know, there's not really differences. It doesn't really matter the difference between the games itself, besides to, like, Pokemon and stuff. But Leaf Green, I'm picking this one specifically because, you know, I like Venusaur, Bulbasaur, and that stuff. So, yeah, and yeah, my parents would put my Game Boy games into these weird cases. So, yeah, and with Leaf Green is the other green game in the Game Boy Advance library. It's a Pokemon Emerald version, which is my favorite Hoenn game of the bunch. I also, as you can see, I have Sapphire version. This is not Ruby. It's just a Sapphire, which I decided to get because, you know, that was another birthday gift I got later on though. And so Emerald is probably better though because it has the Elite Four It has the option of getting both, I think, Rayquaza, Kyogre, and Groudon, and you can fight Team Magma and Team Aqua instead of just Team Aqua with Sapphire and Team Magma with Red. So, yeah, that's cool. I think most of these games were birthday presents at some point. Mystery Dungeon, Red Mystery Dungeon. Fucking focus. This is Red Mystery Dungeon, which is in a way related to the Blue Mystery Dungeon for the DS. I don't know. They did something interesting. They put Red on Game Boy Advance and Blue on the DS. So I bought both of these. As I said, they're an interesting spin-off. Still nothing beats the original games. So yeah, that's all the games that I own as of yet. I haven't gotten any Generation Pass 4. I should probably do it because I've heard a lot of good things about 5 and stuff. But this is when sort of my peak period happened, and I haven't been interested in new material. I've just been, liking the old stuff. I know how a bunch of Gen 1ers feel. Okay. These are, ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to have a Pokeball so I can capture Pokemon. I wish Pokemon were real. That'd be amazing. But yeah, these are not really Pokemon. These are sort of Pokemon keychains. They haven't worked in a while. These are, so basically, you see this hole, you put your keychain through this hole, and so you can, so you could just, have a little Pokeball on your keychain and stuff. I don't know, these are pretty big for keychain things, accessories, so. And now, if you see, there's this little thing here. What you're supposed to do, these were supposed to have little Pokemon in it, but we kind of lost a little Pokemon. I think it was like a Mudkip, and I think a Trico. No, it was a Mudkip and a Pikachu. Mudkip and a Pikachu. So yeah, so. But now I sort of lost those little guys. Those were really little sort of things. So, but now I still have the Pokeballs. I also had, speaking of Pokeballs, I had a bigger Pokeball, which was sort of like a stretchy thing where you stretch the thing and it opens up and you release like a little Pokemon. In fact, this Munchlax came from a weird Pokemon toy I had. So basically, it was a sort of this thing on a string that you would pull, and it was supposed to open up a Pokeball and have this little plushie Pokemon in it. I had two of them, and one of them had a Munchlax. This little cute little guy. Yeah, a little cute. When I was a kid, I remember I used to bit this guy a lot because I was a weird little young kid, and it's a little dirty, but I just recently discovered this thing, and I had a Speel with me too. I liked the Speel. It was really cute. It's like a little ball Pokemon. It was like a seal, and yeah. So yeah, this is this little plushie thing, and then I had big plushies like this little big guy right here. This cute little Mudkip. Mudkip's my favorite Hoenn Pokemon starter, and it's just he's cute. Yeah, remember this little flapper? You just yeah, Mudkip. Mudkip, you're cute. You're a cute guy. You're awesome. I like Mudkips. I also had plushies. So basically, I had plushies for every single one at some point. I had a Trico. I had a Torchic, I had a Pikachu, and I had a Mudkip. So I had all the Hoenn starters and Pikachu as these little cute plushies. But right now I can't find them. I just found Trico and Mudkip. But they're still cute. They're still it's plushies. They're nice. They're cute. Now let's get into some of the accessories, some more of the accessories. This thing is, I think, a Hoenn Pokédex. I think this was a Hoenn Pokédex, and so yeah, let's turn this. This thing actually works, so I'm gonna turn this on. I don't know if you guys can hear it. This thing was pretty loud. At least I put it really loud when I was really young, and I remember I used to wake up my brother just by turning this thing on. It was hilarious. So yeah, so there's a Pokédex, which I think shows all the Pokemon. Games, I'm not going to show the games right now because I have one hand holding this thing. And the volume, because this thing is pretty damn loud. And you just play games and look at Pokemon and stuff in this thing. It's kind of cute. So just turn this off. And yeah, so that's it. Yeah, this thing. Now let's get into the Pokemon anime, which I was obsessed of as a kid. Nowadays, I kind of find it kind of, you know, stupid and stuff, even the original stuff, but, I was obsessed with Pokemon the anime as a kid, because I was obsessed with Pokemon. I had all these VHSs. Remember VHSs? Remember how they weren't a thing anymore? Just this little thing by 4Kids and stuff. I remember I also had Pokemon the first movie on VHS, but I couldn't find it. But I remember that was one of my favorite movies as a kid. It was just like, I think it's an alright movie. It's nothing special, but it's just, when I was a kid I thought it was amazing. So, here's all my Pokemon VHSs I have so far. And, yeah, the Pokemon the first movie was a big, huge nostalgia thing for me. And so, like, there's this one, the fighting tournament one, which I hate those episodes because Ash got rid of his Mankey, and it was stupid. All that was stupid. No one will get that, but if you get what I'm saying. Wake Up Snorlax. Yeah, this one's busted up as fuck. Some of these are pretty old and pretty worn out. I got these from my cousins who had a bunch of these VHSs, and he gave it to me a long while ago. This was the Ghost episodes. This was the one where they got the Mankey, and for some reason Ash, being an idiot, just decided to give him away to some other guy who we never saw again. Fucking, I miss you, Mankey. I miss you. And of course, good old Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff, no one cares about you. No, I'm just kidding. You're all right. You suck in Smash Brothers, though. Just to let you know, you're not that great in Smash Brothers. But you were all right in the series. Jigglypuff. Yeah. Okay. Here is some of the books I had. I was really into reading when I was young. I'm not into that anymore. It's boring. But these are like sort of summaries of the anime, because who wants to watch it, all this shit, when you can just read it in a novel? Am I right? I never got the appeal of this, but I bought a bunch of these. I lost most of them, but I remember getting a bunch of these. These are like little kids' novels and stuff, and especially I remember. Oh, this is like one of those weird guides that they have on Pokemon. I remember I had a big one on the Kanto Pokemon when I was really young, but don't have that anymore. So this is just a huge thing about everything. And oh, this is a little thing I made when I was really young. I don't know what the fuck I did with this. Knowledge Pokemon. I don't know what the fuck this was supposed to be. I just recently discovered this. I don't know what the fuck this is. And this is just a weird thing on Sinnoh. Still my favorite region. I don't care what people say. Now, if you don't know, I was obsessed with Pokemon books so much that I knew the person who contributed a lot of them, who was Tracy West, who did a lot of the Pokemon novels. So much, I was obsessed with like this stuff so much that I knew the person who made all this crap, and I sent an email to her a long time ago, talking to her, and she replied back, and yeah, it was weird. That was a stupid thing to do, and yeah. Weird little thing that happened. Now, speaking of books, we got these little Pokemon instruction manuals. This one was for Leaf Green. It's just an instruction manual by Nintendo. You know, just sort of, yeah, Snorlax. That was a Slowpoke, not a Snorlax. But now we have these sort of packets, instruction packets, manuals thing, the rule book for the Pokemon trading card game. And now here is this thing. This bunch right here. These let me just sit down now since I have space. Oh Jesus Christ, some of these are falling. Okay, so yeah, these bunch of Pokemon stuff right here, these cards. I don't even know what half of these shit is. Like, I never understood how to play the game. It was basically just a weird Yu-Gi-Oh thing, but it never played like Yu-Gi-Oh. It was weird as fuck. I don't get it. But yeah, here's a bunch of cards. Let me see if I can get some Pokemon. This is I can't even see what I'm doing. No, I'm just gonna. It's weird. I think the rubber band for this is literally stuck to the card, cause yeah, weird. So I'm just gonna put this here. Yeah. I like the fact that, like, sort of a deck of cards, it's positioned so that, not in real life, but if you put it down, it's kind of hard to tell which is the top side, which is the bottom side. yeah, these are all a bunch of Pokemon cards. I was never really into the game. I just liked collecting the cards. I knew I was in terms of card games. I like Yu-Gi-Oh better, but at the same time, not really good at them. But I had a lot of these cards. I don't. Okay, so apparently this pack was one of these packs I got was the Careless pack, the Crystal Guardians. They make like 12 of these every year. There's always a new Pokemon trading card game thing. They're making billions off this. I don't think even Yu-Gi-Oh makes cards anymore. But Pokemon's still going. Just as much as the games. Platinum, Rulebook. This is sort of, yeah, Platinum for Platinum. The Platinum game that was coming out at the time. I have a Shaman somewhere in this deck, but I don't want to bother looking for it. But yeah, so. Yeah, this is all the frickin' shit I found. Yeah, this was all the fucking Pokemon stuff I have. So, yeah, if this doesn't tell you I'm a weirdo, I'm a weirdo obsessed with Pokemon, I don't know what the fuck will. So, yeah. I hope you enjoy my new Let's Play of Pokemon Leaf Green. Yeah, so, yeah. That's all I gotta say. My name is Roy Johnson. Adios, muchachos. So, yeah. My hand.